Hey guys, welcome back. It's gonna be a very exciting video today because I'm on a test server right now and I'm going to show you guys some crazy new champions that will be added to the game very soon. I think every year on the Valentine's Day there will be a new patch, and Playroom every year just introduce a lot of new champions every mid-February. So those new champions they are going to add this time is not a joke, alright? Because last time I think Playroom introduced like 5 or 6 legendary champions and all of them are completely trash. But this time they're adding 4 legendary champions into the game, and I think there is one champion that could be meta changing, like actually meta changing for top arena. So let's get into it. The couple they are going to add for the Valentine's Day new patch is gonna be a Shadow King duo here. The first one is Karato. This is a spirit affinity damage dealer. I will go over the skill kit of these two champions particularly in this video because these are the new exciting champions. Maybe I will showcase, maybe I will go through the skills of other champions before ending this video, but these two champions are the protagonists in this video, alright? So Karato here is attack based champion. A1 is a triple hit, place a weaken, this is alright. And A2 is attack one enemy, place stun for 2 turns, grant extra turn and reset the cooldown if his girlfriend is on the same team. I mean, the stun is not really a big deal, and obviously they designed this champion to be a arena champion, arena damage dealer, so you're probably not gonna build this champion with accuracy, so I don't really care that much about the stun. A3 is attack all enemy, place, block, active skills, so it cannot be resisted if his girlfriend is on the same team, right? If you build this champion as a damage dealer, you're 100% not going to build this champion with any accuracy. That's why you can pretty much ignore his debuffs if his girlfriend is not on the same team, right? Otherwise, maybe you can gear this champion as a crowd control, but probably I won't recommend that. I will showcase this champion in arena in a bit to test his damage multiplier, and the passive damage inflicted cannot be decreased by any passive skills and masteries. This is actually a crazy passive because think about Duchess, which has 25% AoE damage reduction across the whole team, and the Ursuga is 30% damage reduction by critical hits. And usually these champions have Bulwark Mastery, which is 5% damage reduction, and this champion just ignores all that. Alright, and one champion that can also do that is Romantu, but it's a skill. I use Romantu a lot in the current meta, but with this champion, you don't really need Romantu anymore. You can just go with Madame instead. And damage inflicted by this champion cannot be increased by ally passive skill. I don't know which ally passive skill can increase damage. Maybe Bad Alcazar, champion like that, Bad Al, Gerbtuck, champion like that, but I don't think it matters that much. Whenever Yumiko dies, instantly grant an extra turn to this champion and reset cooldown of each of this champion's skill. Alright, I think this champion is pretty solid, but if you want to like see his full potential, you absolutely need Yumiko on the same team. But I could be wrong. I'll have to test his multiplier, so we'll do that in a bit. Alright, this champion is actually the one I'm talking about. This champion, Yumiko here, this is gonna be meta changing, alright? Let's take a look at the skills. A1 attack 2 times, each has still 7.5% of turn meter, or heal this champion by 30%. This is whatever, and attack one enemy, place a hex for 3 turns cooldown whenever an enemy dies, tries to place a debuff on either this champion or ally, 55% chance to transfer those debuffs to the champions. That's okay, I guess. While this skill is super long, and whenever someone fills turn meter of an enemy under hex placed by this champion turn meter will be filled instead. This is kind of interesting, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult to place hex. Usually a lot of champions has block debuffs. Obviously this is gonna be a real champion. Alright, this is I think one of the craziest skill in raid history. Alright, let's take a look at this. Decrease the cooldown of all ally skills by 3 turns and increase the cooldown of all ally skills by 3 turns. Look at that. I will not decrease the cooldown of this champion's other skills. That makes sense. This is literally Kaimar and Warlord combined. Alright, I think I made a couple videos about Warlord. I always say make some changes to the Warlord skill kit because Warlord skill is just put enemy skill to cooldown. I was always saying that it doesn't make much sense. I would rather change Warlord skill to cooldown. I would rather change Warlord A3 to like put enemy skill to cooldown for certain amount of turns, and that's it. Like sometimes you may think this is not as good as Warlord's A3, but think about this. If this champion is going against Rhodos, it's actually stronger than Warlord because Rhodos A2 is 2 turns cooldown. So if you use Warlord against Rhodos, Rhodos skill is gonna be put to cooldown for 2 turns. But with this champion, it's gonna put Rhodos skill to cooldown for 3 turns. So it really depends on how you want to use this champion. Plus, this champion decreases the cooldown of all ally skills. Alright, and I'm thinking a very interesting strategy where you just use Warlord with this champion, okay? Think about this. If Warlord put enemy skill to cooldown, right, for whatever turns, and this champion just increase their cooldown again by 3 turns, it's gonna completely lock them out. Alright, let's take a look at the passive here. Place a perfect veil at start of each round, and champion is immune to all debuffs if they're under veil and perfect veil. Whenever perfect veil is placed on an enemy, has 75% chance to steal the debuff. Only available if his boyfriend is on the same team. Alright, so obviously I think these champions, if you use them together, it's gonna be very, very strong. But the only concern I'm having right now is this champion's multiplier, alright? If he doesn't have a good multiplier, I don't think he's gonna be used. But anyways, I have geared them out and fully booked them. Let me show you guys the gear first. Let's take a look at Yumiko here. Yumiko. So I put triple perception set, super fast and high accuracy. This is not my Warlord gear. I'm going to try to use Warlord with this champion, alright? So with this, I think this is pretty much same mastery as Warlord. So my Warlord is a little bit faster and higher accuracy. So Warlord is gonna go put their skill cooldown, and Yumiko is gonna increase their skill cooldown for additional 3 turns. And then let's take a look at Karato here. This champion, another Shadow King champion. This is my best Savage gear on my account. I think I just switched my Leoris gear to this guy. For the mastery, it's just Helm Smasher. Anyways, let's go to arena and test them out, alright? Alright, so let's find an easy team first. Let's try this one. I'm going to use this combo with a Warlord. So it's gonna be very fun. I think I'm going to lock them out for like 6-7 turns. Alright, let's see. Boost, put their skill cooldown, and put their skill cooldown again. Look at that. Alright, increase. Alright, now let's take a look at their this champion's damage multiplier. Alright, it's very important. Well, I think it's okay, right? Since he just one-shot this entire team here. It's kind of interesting here. So let's see if there are other team we can try. Alright, let's try this one. Do this, put their skill cooldown, and can I further increase their cooldown here? Wait, what's happening here? I didn't increase their skill cooldown for some reason. Maybe there is a cooldown increase cap? I'm not sure. So anyways, let's see. So the thing about this champion is, I feel like if Yumiko already put enemy skill cooldown, it's kind of not necessary to have this champion to put their active skill cooldown, right? It's kind of redundant usage. So since this champion reset my cooldown again, I just do this again. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's do this. Just put it on auto. Ooh. I don't know if he has enough damage though. Ooh, that's nice. Extra turn is nice. Let's keep it going. Alright, I think there is a cooldown reduction cap. I don't think you can increase cooldown more than this a champion's skill cooldown. So probably not a good idea to use this champion with Warlord. Anyways, let me actually do a Doom Tower fight to just directly compare Trunda's multiplier with this champion. Let me go to hard Doom Tower here. Alright, let me just do stage 1 here. Let me bring an Arbiter, defense down, weaken, and just bring my Trunda and this champion here. So let's compare their stats. 7.1 thousand attack, 270% crit damage, and this Trunda here is 7.1 thousand and 259% crit damage. Trunda has around 10% lower crit damage than Karato here. Let's just directly compare their damage. Alright, let's see how much per hit. So I see 150,000 here. I see 150,000, like 100 to 150,000 per hit. And now let's see this champ here. So Trunda can do like 200 to 250,000 damage from the A3. Let's test out this champion here. Like for a damage dealer, damage multiplier is really important. If he doesn't do enough damage, I'm just probably not gonna use him. Alright, let's see the A3 here. It's one hit. Alright, it's a one hit. Let's see. So that's not the damage is not that good, I would say. He has like 10% more crit damage compared to my Trunda, and his damage is around my Trunda's single hit. So yeah, I think he's probably not gonna be used as much as Yumiko here. This is a top tier champion. Plus this champion's A3 is block active skills, but like Yumiko already does a block skill cooldowns here. So I don't think this champion is gonna be... I think this is still a good champion. I just don't see him being used that much, to be honest. Probably just gonna go with this champion instead. Like this is definitely an arena meta changer. So if Karato is not in this team, then this passive is not working. But I think that's fine. Alright, let's just test this team out. Alright, let's just go to arena again. Let me try to find some easy teams. Alright, so let's just remove Warlord since there is a cooldown reduction cap. Alright, then let's use Trunda here. Who else shall we use? Maybe just bring a Madame here. Let's see. Do this. It just reset Arbiter skill cooldown. Alright, that's an issue here. Extra turn? Ooh, that's scary. Alright, can I get a turn here, please? Come on. That's A2 here. Ooh, look at that. Maybe this is not the right way to use this champion, because if you build this champion too fast, then there's no reason to reset skill cooldown here. Maybe I can gear this champion slower, right? It's possible. Anyway. Or maybe just use this champion with a Hagi, I'm thinking. Not sure if I can use this champion with a Hagi. So, let's try this. Actually, let's try this. Let's go like this. Because it's gonna reset Hagi's skill cooldown. Let's just A2 here. Boost. Reset Arbiter and Hagi. And that's a big issue. Alright, see? Reset Hagi's skill cooldown. Oh, his cardio is gonna cleanse? Oh, not really. Okay. I guess that's gonna be it. Look at that. Boom. Alright. Yeah, I guess currently I'm not sure how to use the champion. I think maybe build this champion very slow is also gonna work. Alright, so I think this is probably the best champion they released that you can pull from shards since Necrit. Alright. I think the entire year of 2021, 95% of champions are garbage. And yeah, so here she is, one of the top tier champion. And my prediction is for the rest of year 2022, all the champions they release are going to be garbage because they released a god tier champion already. So next 2x Void, I definitely gonna try to pull this champion. I think they're probably gonna do a 10x during the Valentine weekend. Alright, so yeah, there are two other legendary champions that are going to release on this patch. I don't think they are like meta changing, that's why I didn't cover them in this video. But anyways, let's just take a look at them. The first one is Beauregard, a dwarf legendary champion. Let's take a look at his skill kit. A1 is chance to place decreased defense, it's whatever. A2 is remove one random debuff and place a shield. I mean, a legendary champion that can only remove one random debuff, I think this skill is garbage. And the A3 is increase resistance and increase speed. The problem about increased resistance is usually the super tanky high resistance team, usually they are super slow. So they won't be able to get this buff, you know? Because usually those increased accuracy champions are really fast and they can just strip the defense team and do the nuke. So even though this is an interesting buff, but I don't think it's gonna work. If they actually want to make some increased resistance champions, they gotta put this mechanic on a passive skill. This is not gonna work. And passive is receive 10% less damage from those champions whose res is lower or equal to theirs. I mean, obviously they want to design a champion that can help a resistance team, but I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think this champion is gonna work. And the next one is a Sacred Order legendary here. Archbishop Pinthoroy. So kind of weird name here. This champion looks cool. Let's go over his skills. Attack one enemy, transfer a random debuff from this champion to the target. Also has 75% should steal one random buff. I don't think it's so good though. Like Scartosis is a AoE steal buff, right? Much better than this one. Alright, then this is place increased accuracy on all allies. Then attack all enemy, place heal reduction, and 75% chance to place block buffs, and champions from these factions cannot be resisted. I think this is very good skill. Because usually in the arena, all the meta champions are from Demon Spawn on their Horde or Knight's Rev. Like Duchess, Sifi, Hegemon, right? And this is just a block buffs that cannot be resisted. So you don't need to gear this champion with any accuracy. I think that's why usually for these champions that can put debuffs that cannot be resisted, usually these champions do not need empowerment. So this is a very good champion. I think if you got him, you don't need a dupe of him. You're just done. Best block buffs in the game. Then The A3 heal all allies by 30% and place increased defense. If 4 more allies are alive, also place shield. This is a solid skill. And remove all decrease defense and weaken from this champion Star Eastern. Alright, I think this champion is decent, but not top tier. So like I think this A2 is just really good. Probably he's going to replace Gerbtak in a lot of situations. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Only 4 legendaries from this release. The one I really want is gonna be Yumiko here. Finally, after Player released a garbage, dog shit Shadow King legendary, finally they released a top tier Shadow King legendary. Alright, this is going to be the new Warlord here. Alright, we're just gonna figure out how to use her. Probably the build I just showcased is not the ideal build. Alright, but his boyfriend here, Karato, I don't think he's that good because with similar gear, his A3 is a single hit. The damage of this hit is kind of similar to Tronda's A3 single hit. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, definitely a lot of fun stuff will be added to the game soon. Hope you guys good luck if they ever release a 10x Yumiko here. I think it's probably gonna be worth it if you don't have Warlord. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.